The Atlanta Hawks team, I feel, is solid. Can they go on a deep playoff run? Yes. Can they win it all? They would have to be in one of those situations where I feel like for them to win it all, they would have to play a team like the Sacramento Kings. Let's see. What's another team out of the Western Conference? Maybe the Sacramento Kings. Um, I don't know who else out of the West. I'm trying to give them like a fair matchup where there isn't too much. I would say like star power and size because I feel if they was to play a team that have size and more star power than them, I think they would not make it. And that's not being biased. That's my unbiased opinion. You got Trey Young averaging a double double with like 10 assists, and I think he got about 27, 26 points a game. DeJounte Murray averaging like 20, 21, 5 assists and like 4 rebounds. Who else you got over there? You got Clint Capella averaging like a double double, maybe like 10 and 10, something like that. Who else they got? Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey is deadly from the three. With them going Sadiq Bey over John Collins, to me is very interesting. Because I've been hearing the rumors of John Collins trying to get out of there for years or for a long period of time. But I actually thought it was just rumors. But you see how it turned out. He actually got up out of there. But Sadiq Bey, I feel kind of at the same amount of value by the way he's been playing as John Collins. Why I say that? Because what what John Collins brought to the team and what Sadiq Bey brings to the team um, is different. But why I say they kind of similar is because of their productivity and their usage to the system. Of course, John Collins, to me, in my opinion, is more athletic, maybe a little bit taller, got a little bit more size, but in my opinion, Sadiq Bey definitely deadly from the three. I would say he's more of a, how could I put it, a scorer. And I would say Sadiq Bey, like, he got the green light to me, bro. Because every time he touches the ball, I feel like he plays like he got the green light and he aims to score. And he hustles too. I haven't ever seen him as a defensive player, but definitely he's showing effort, hustling up and down the court. And who else they got? Small forward position. They small forward position tricky. I would say tricky because they got DeAndre Hunter, who recently, I would say this year and maybe last year, have been showing a ton of improvement. Excuse me, playing with confidence. I feel like previously he was more like a shot guy. I know he played big for Virginia, but in the league, I feel like those first 2 years, he was kind of getting his feet wet, I would say. But now I feel he could be way more deadlier than what he is. That's basically how I'm gonna put it. I feel DeAndre Hunter could be way more deadlier than what he is because of his size. Maybe if he could bulk up a little bit more, that would be even better. But his size and his ability to shoot. Um, why I got high expectations for him is because he's a small forward dude. I feel like a wing. He could be like a 3 and D guy, kind of like a. The only thing I don't feel like he got is a shot creating bag. I don't think he got a shot creating bag or can like dribble really good to get a shot off. I feel he's more of a spot up shooter or a pick and roll shooter. And you got Bogdanovich. I feel he is a shot creator. I would put him. I might be pushing it to some people, but I would put him in the shot creating bag for the small forwards, definitely. I think he averaging like 16, 17. That's another sleeper I would put in there for sixth man of the year. If he's eligible, I'll put Bogdan in there for sixth man of the year. Up there with Tim Anderson. I just feel those two guys are doing pretty good. But who else they got on the bench? They got AJ Griffin. AJ Griffin, I checked his stats, man. I thought he was averaging more, but I think he averaging like 4 points. But like the little things he do kind of gives that team a spark. Again, like I said, I think size is their weakness. With the team that they got, and they don't have to be like that though. But I don't know. Like I get their vision, but I see their weakness. But their weakness could not potentially be their weakness in a weird way. Why? Because they got two guards. Now I see nowadays I see the league doing the two small guards kind of thing, and I kind of like it. You get both guys going and get the offense to set up better and kind of throw the defensive off a lot more. With DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, I feel like they both shot creators, can get their teams involved, and can do their own thing. DeJounte Murray for sure. When they traded for him and when they picked him up, I thought it was kind of odd, but it works. It's definitely working. My boy can get to that bucket for sure. He a bucket getter. Trae Young, I feel Trae Young is underrated. I don't think Trae Young get the respect that his stats show, and I don't think he gets the respect. Because Trae Young definitely put up buckets, and Trae Young from deep, he's very deadly for sure. He's up there. I can even. It might be early, but you can put. I feel like you could put Trae Young up there with the greats when it comes to range. Put him behind guys like Dame Lillard. With that range, he got a deep ball on him. But yeah, who else they got over there? They got Fernando off the bench. Wesley Matthews. I feel like Wesley Matthews more of like a veteran to those young guys because all of those guys are pretty young and can give you 2 threes any given night. You feel me? Not too much. Role player. You feel me? Could hit an open shot if you try him. But I feel he can also be kind of like, how can I put it? I feel like he could do more. But then again, he probably is a role player, and that is his role. Or maybe he's just not getting enough minutes, one of those. But yeah, the Hawks, out of the East, who would get them boys trouble out the East? I would say Boston would give them trouble. New York would give them a fight. Not the Celtics. The Sixers will give them a fight. I actually think them and the Pacers would be a good matchup. I think they'll go to 7. But the Sixers and the Celtics out of the East will probably give them the most trouble. Again, like I said, star power, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Tatum. 2 guys, size, and can score. And they got 2 bigs down there, Porzingis and Al Horford. Same thing with the Sixers. Who the Sixers got? I know they got Embiid and Maxey. That'd probably be a good matchup. I feel the only team I'd probably say in the East that got them or got a higher chance of beating them. I'd probably just put the Celtics. Just being realistic. Everybody else, I think, is gonna be fighting. I think it's gonna be like a dog fight. And not saying they can't beat the Celtics, because I think they could still beat the Celtics too if they get in that bag and lock in and make those guys go cold. So, but yeah, in the West, let's be realistic. The Lakers, I feel the Lakers got the size on them with LeBron James, Anthony Edwards. It's like who's gonna guard those guys night in, night out, slow them down. You got Cam Reddish over there. Who else they got? They got some other key big size players. Who is the Lakers center? That's a good question. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Golden State, I feel like they could give Golden State a run for their money. Who else? You got the Clippers. I say Clippers got them on size. You got Paul George. You got Kawhi. Who gonna guard those two guys? Um, so size, I feel, is their weakness with them. Who you got else? You got Denver. Another thing. Size, star power. Joe Kick, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. Like who you gonna have? Like holding those guys and slowing those guys up, and can keep up with the points. Who else we got over there? Suns. I don't know why. I feel like they could beat the Suns. Just because I don't feel like the Suns play with toughness. I feel like the Suns play with more of like a strategic finesse kind of way. I think that's their more play style, like pretty boy style. I feel like they more like a finesse team. You feel me? Run plays, get middies. Everybody shoot their jumper. Um, but they got him on size too. Kevin Durant, obviously, 7 foot. Got Devin Booker, and you got Bradley Beal. So those three scorers, like who's gonna guard those guys, and gonna be able to be effective on the other side. So yeah, that's my takes on the Hawks. I still mess with them boys heavy, so don't get it twisted like I'm talking down on them. But it just me just visualizing matchups and the team that they got. Would I like to see them add another person? Yeah. But who could they add though? I'm really upset they let go of Cam Reddish. I couldn't believe that didn't work, but I mean everything not for everybody.